I'm in the rest. I never switch.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go. 120.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, alert. 150. X3. 218. Chop.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Cousins gives way to Cook.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
6'6", bullet high.
Check 31, check 31.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46.
They go play action. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being... able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Check 13.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got in the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to read.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. 3rd and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz flushed out right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Watch 83. Watch 83.
General West.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One sec.
3rd and 2.
57. Mike, 50.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Done. 120. 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first down, it's Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
They're running it.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
57 to Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, this short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. Out to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Try to punch it in with Howard. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
He's crashing.
2nd down and goal. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Solid. Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Cook.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. They go play action. Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
57 mark. So we got man. Check. Hey,
4th down, Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Come on.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.